Guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you are doing well and having a great new year. Happy New Year once again. So today, as you may have seen already by the title of this video, we are looking at requirements and how to go about it. So if you already watched my video on misconception about having to go into grad school right after undergrad, then you need to watch this video. We are going to talk about some common requirements that you need for an application to a US graduate program. So without talking too much, let's start talking about these requirements. So the first thing that I am going to talk about is the online application and the application fee. So yeah, an application without an online application is not an application. So yeah, most, or I would say all US programs, US graduate programs have an online application, which mostly do open in August for the following year, or it could be in September for the following year. So it's between August to March or September to March. There are some things that we call the priority deadlines and all that, which we'll come into, but you really want to start an online application before you can say that, oh, I'm applying to a graduate program. The second thing is the application fee. You want to know how much the application cost, and I am going to give a tip after this video, so please do watch till the end. The next thing is your transcript. So your transcript is your academic record for what you've been doing in undergrad, in your program, what specific courses that you've taken, and the grades that you made out of it, the number of credits that you had to do, and all that. So transcript contains your full academic record for 4 years. So you want to get that ready. You can have an unofficial transcript that you can use for all your applications online, and you can have, after you are done with your application, you want to have an official one to some specific schools. Because of COVID, schools were accepting email transcript from various undergrad universities for applicants. So I don't know what is going to happen in the future, but you just want to have an unofficial transcript that you have. The next thing which is attached to a transcript is a GPA. So I know for some universities in Ghana, our academic records are either in a CWA, which is a cumulative weighted average, which is not a GPA, which can be transferred to a GPA. The system in the US is a GPA system, which is on the basis of a 4 or a 4.0 scale. So if your transcript is in a CWA or any other, you want to convert your CWA to a GPA before you start your application, because there are some online applications that will ask for your GPA, and that will be a very compulsory one to put in there. So yeah, I know that UST that I come from, if you do request that your transcript be transformed or transferred to a GPA, it can be done. And there are also other systems online that can help you convert your CWA transcript to a GPA, or convert your cumulative average to CGPA, which is cumulative GPA. So yeah, that is that. The next thing is the test score. So a test score for US comes in 3, either a GRE, a GMAT, or a TOEFL. So these 3 things are some of the things that you would see for test scores. If you are going into an actuarial program, you probably would see an SOA paper or you may not. But then you can also see other options which will be asking you to put in there any other professional paper that you've written or test. So yeah, for GRE and GMAT, TOEFL, you want to have a timeline for yourself for when you want to write those test papers. That's if it's required by the program or the department that you want to go in. But if it's not, you don't really have to bother about it. But a GRE is just a good thing to support your application, because there are a whole lot of people with a 4.0 GPA that are applying to the same school. So you just really want to stand out. The next thing is your statement of purpose. Statement of purpose is, it just talks about you, and it makes anybody who's reading your application know the personality that they are bringing to the department. So a statement of purpose really looks beyond your academic strengths, or looks beyond your academic achievement, and really look at the person or the personality, who you are, what you intend to do, what you intend to bring on board, what inspired you, and all other like fun fact about you that makes you you, not just like the brainy behind the academic excellence. So yeah, that is a statement of purpose. You want to get that done. I know some people can get SOP written in a day, but for me, I think an SOP is something that you really want to take time and put your thoughts down and really put yourself on a paper, just to tell admission committee that this is me and this is the person behind the academic excellence that you see on my transcript. So yeah, you can have samples on SOP online. People can give their SOPs to you, but please, SOP is particular to you. So if you are thinking of going online and just from those things, please do not, and do not have that in mind. Just write something about you. There are steps to writing SOP, which we will talk about in another video, not today, but for now, just know that you need to get your SOP done. The next thing is your resume. A resume should be something that has already been built all the way from first year, or as and when you go forward, you clear some things out of your resume because they get, outdated, or they really get irrelevant to your career path. So whilst you are in first year, you want to start putting things that you are doing. You helped in a seminar, you went for a seminar, you were a class rep, you were a church leader, you did this, you did that, you interned with whatever company. Please do put those things down. If you're applying to school right now, then you need to get your resume, which is done with your work relevance. And one important thing that you want to add or put on your resume is your course relevance. Courses that you've taken that are relevant to the graduate program that you are intending to go into. The next thing is recommendation letters. So recommendation letters are letters that graduate schools here in the US pick or take from people that have worked with you or people that you've worked with. So mostly schools take recommendation letters from professors back from your university. I know that they can also accept recommendation letters from your company CEOs. So if you have worked with Bank of Ghana, the manager for Bank of Ghana can recommend you and write something about you, because schools look beyond just academic excellence, as I said, and they look at what you can do and what you are bringing on the table, and the fact that you are a team player, a good team player as such, and you can work under pressure, and all those fun things that you do when you go into the corporate world. So yeah, that is that. Recommendation letters that do come from professors or even CEOs are mostly through a link that will be sent by the school after you've input the details of the professor or that CEO or manager that is going to recommend you. So you really want to follow up to those people to check their mails and be quick to sending in that recommendation letter. You really want to inform professors, and I know most professors back at home do know that it has to be an academic email, so you don't want to use their personal Gmail or Yahoo or all the other fun emails that we have, but you really want to use the COS, which is College of Science, at KNUST, at UCC, be at UG, those academic emails. I think for people that are outside the academic world can also use their work email, which has some organization something attached to it. So yeah, that is that. The next thing is your research paper. If you are looking at going into a PhD program, you really want to, if you have some papers that you've published or you've worked on, you want to list those things down and maybe have a document that contains all those papers that you've worked on, and a brief abstract or summary of what exactly the paper talks about. So yeah, that's like the general requirements for most graduate schools. Some graduate schools, instead of saying SOP or statement of purpose, will go, or we will use the letter of intent. So what exactly you want to do and what you are bringing on board and what your goals are. So yeah, these are the general tips or the general requirements that you will find with every online application that you do for a graduate program here in the US. So now to the tidbit or the bonus part, which I talked about early on. So for application fees, most schools waive the application fee, and it comes depending on the school. So some schools, I know for Kent State, do a 1 week application fee waive, which you need to know to be able to have that privilege. I already have a video that I talked about applying early. I think that when you start your application early, it comes with the benefit of having to have a waived application fee. Some application fees are expensive from where I'm coming from, because if you are applying to 10 schools and you have to be paying $50 for every school, that's a whole lot of money. So you really want to be fishing out for application fee waiver. And then the other tip is you can always contact your programs coordinator about application fee waiver. I know some schools that will tell you that, hey, we are not going to put your application aside just because you have not paid your fee. We are going to go through with the process, and if you do get admitted and come here, you can foot that bill. So yeah, that is the juicy part of this whole requirement and fun facts and things that you really need to put down for your online application for a graduate program here in the US. So I hope you have taken and you have jotted down some few tips and you have taken note of some of the things that you have not really prepared for. And I hope you do like this video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe if you have not. Please, what are you waiting for? Join the family and let's have fun and learn. When you're done subscribing, please do not forget to hit the post notification bell right next to the subscribe button so you'll be notified anytime that I post a new video. And please do watch my other videos on getting it right, and also about the misconception about being able to apply to school or go straight into graduate programs right after undergrad. So I'll see you in my next video. Keep being blessed and bye for now.